en enormous white shadow limpias trua. The automatic doors of evergreen. Mountain hospital just as the night. Shift is ending. Blood drips from her left front leg, staining the polished flower crimson. This is no ghost, no trick of the light. A full-grown albino Bengal tiger rear as a shooting star. Collapses right there in the lobby. Her massive hit lard. Ruby ace locked on one person. Emma the hit trauma. Nurse freezes misstep. Coffee spilling from her hand. The tiger doesn't growl. She doesn't bear her fangs. Instead, she drags herself forward another painful foot and gently places her bleeding paw against Emma's. She as if to say, please. Yes. Heart slams against her ribs. Every instinct screams, run. But to says, to's disparity, intelligent ace hold her in place. She spent 15 years saving human lives in this tiny mountain hospital, but nothing prepared her for this. The tiger's breath comes in shallow gusts. A broken arrow shifts from the pot of her paw. The wound angry and infected. Emma drops to her knees without thinking. The big cat immediately lowers her head further, almost bowing, surrendering completely to the one human she somehow decided to trust. Emma reaches out, fingers trembling, and rests her hand on the tiger's massive brow. The fear is so after than she ever imagined. The tiger exercise long and shaky and closes her eyes. Word spreads like wildfire through the hospital, but nobody calls animal control. Not yet. Emma refuses to move. She can feel the fever burning through the tiger's body. She can see the slight swell of her belly. This isn't just one life on the line. Clear throat there. A corpse inside her. 2, maybe 3. Emma makes the call right 10 and there. She's doing this herself. No tranks, no cages, no outsiders. Just her. And this magnificent creature who walked out of the wilderness begging for help. She guides the tiger slowly, painfully, into the empty surgical suite day. Sometimes we see 4 large trauma cases. The tiger limps beside her, never pulling away, never snapping, even one. The pain has to be unbearable. Emma talks the whole time, soft and steady. The same voice she uses with terrified patience. The tiger listens. She actually listens when they reach the operating table. The big cat hesitates, then with what looks like poor trust, hoists her 3 stubby body up onto the steel surface and lies down on her side, exposing the wounded leg completely. Emma's hands shake as she preps the local anesthetic. One sudden move and those jaws could enter in a heartbeat. But the tiger stays perfectly still, watching Emma with those blood-red eyes that now look almost grateful. The surgery is brutal. The arrow hit is barbed, buried deep between tendons. Pus pours out the secret. Emma makes the incision. The tiger tenses, a rumble building in her chest, but she never lashes out. Instead, she turns her head and rests her chin on Emma's forearm, like she's anchoring herself to the only thing keeping her from losing control. Tears blur Emma's vision as she works. She removes the arrow piece by piece, leans the infection, stitches the pot closed. All the while, the tiger keeps that massive head pressed against her arm, breathing through the pain, trusting her completely. Hours later, antibiotics are running through IN4, line taped to the tiger's neck. Emma sits on the floor beside the table, exhausted, covered in blood that isn't hers. The tiger lifts her head, studies Emma for a long moment, then dies. Something that steals the air from the room. She extends her good paw, places it gently on Emma's knee, and leaves it there. Not a threat. I thank you. Emma covers the huge paw with both her hands and just cries. Recovery takes weeks. De convert een old storage wink into a temporary. Emma slepen ze every night on a cat, never leaving the tiger's side. She is her Luna because that poor white cat glowers like moonlight. And they be why day, Luna grows stronger. The swelling in her belly becomes more obvious. Two tiny leaves getting ready to make the word. Emma hints her raw meat changes. Bandias sinks softly on the pain. Flows up again. Luna leans into every touch. Sometimes she even purr a sound. So deep it vibrates through the flower. Then comes the night, everything changes. Forever. Luna starts pacing, restless, panting hard. Emma knows what's coming. She clears the space, lays down soft blankets, and waits. Luna circles once, twice, then collapses beside Emma and presses her massive body against the nurse's side. The first cup comes fast, tiny, white as fresh snow, mooing against its mud hair's fair. The second follows 20 minutes later. Luna licks them clean. With long, careful strokes, 10 nudges. Both cups toward Emma, an invitation. Emma reaches out, heart in her throat, and touches the tiny perfect heads. Luna watches, calm, proud, and utterly unafraid. 3 months pass, the cubs grow fast, all clumsy paws and playful pawrences. Luna's leg heals clean. Wildlife officials say it's time. They have to go back to the world where they belong. The release day breaks cold and clear. Emma stands at the edge of the national forest, throat tight. As the transport crate opens, Luna steps out. First, majestic again, muscles rippling under that impossible white coat. The cops stumble after her. For a moment, Luna just looks round, sensing the wind. Free again. Then she turns back. She walks straight to Emma. Ignoring the rangers, ignoring protectful, she lowers her head and presses her forehead against Emma's chest. Hard, the tiger version of a hawk. The cops watch. Couriers, Luna steps back, gives Emma one long, unforgettable look, and melts into the trees with her babies. Emma thinks, that's the end of the story. She's wrong. Late one winter night, months later, Emma is finishing a quiet shift. Snow is falling thick outside the hospital windows. She's looking up when something makes her stop. A familiar shape stands at the edge of the parking lot lights. Luna, healthy, powerful, alone this time. Emma's breath catches. The big cat walks forward slowly. Something dangling from her mouth. When she reaches Emma, Luna gently drops it at her feet. A tiny milk tooth, one of the tooth's first, perfectly white, shining against the snow. The rarest gift a tiger can give. A piece of her child, a promise of protection forever. Luna presses her head against Emma one more time. A rumble in her chest. That feels like the deepest song anyone has ever received. Then she turns, tail high, and disappears into the darkness. Emma stands there holding the little tooth, tears freezing on her cheeks, knowing she just became part of something bigger than herself. Out there, in the mountains, a family of snow white tigers still roams free because one brave nurse believed a desperate animal who walked into a hospital begging for help. And every once in a while, on snorts the quietest nights, people swear they see a flash of white moving through the trees near the hospital grounds, keeping watch, keeping a promise. Can you imagine anything more beautiful?